Hi, Kings. I'm Shashina, but if stuttering's not your thing, you can call me Ink Queen. Inked because of my ink, and Queen as a recognition of my God-given divinity, just like yours. Ink Queen was birthed back in 2018 from my realization that instead of waiting for anyone else to treat me like a queen, I had to treat myself like a queen first. That spark of self-love initiated an unexpected journey of healing and awakening that has led me right to you. You see, I'm here to help you remember who you really are. Not your name, not your race, ethnicity, gender, sexuality, religion, occupation, marital, or social status, or any of the titles and associations your identity is attached to. But you, who you really are underneath all of the layers of life you've acquired. However, it took me 4 years to step fully into these shoes because I had to remember who I am first. Then I had to build up my strength and equip myself with an arsenal of tools for the journey ahead. Crown Kingdom and the Born Kings are part of my arsenal. I introduced them first because, well, quite frankly, I hate cameras. No, seriously, hate, capital H-A-T-E, cameras. I honestly think I was beaten to death in a past life. I was really ugly enough to break every goddamn camera that had the audacity to flash its lens my way. Because this hate is too deeply rooted to not be attached to some kind of tragedy or trauma. But I digress. My mind does that often, but I'll do my best to keep it in check during my time with you. I was actually supposed to begin this journey with you last year, but my mind wasn't in the right headspace. Despite my self-love and progressing enlightenment, my mind was still filled with too many negative thoughts to count or comprehend. These thoughts weren't conscious, nor did they feel true to who I really was or how I really felt. Yet, they still persisted to the point where it became my absolute mission to rid them once and for all. This didn't happen overnight, and it didn't happen without continuous conscious effort or without developing techniques to counter any negative thoughts or energy as they arise along the way. But today, I can proudly and honestly say that negative thoughts are no longer a battle, and my mental landscape is now open and clear to manifest the life that I actually want. Just like your mind is meant to manifest the life you actually want. Before my mind was clear of negative energy, I was manifesting a life that I didn't like, drawing energy into my reality that didn't serve my highest good. Although I wasn't aware of the fact that I was manifesting my own life full of distress and suffering, I knew that my energy didn't seem aligned with who I was at my core. Outwardly, I portrayed a happy, positive, bubbly queen, but inside I was practically begging for this life to finally be over and done with, because this world just never truly felt like the place where my soul belonged. Thus, no matter how happy I pretended to be to everyone else, my energy was the complete opposite and was subconsciously attracting similar dense frequencies. Once I became conscious of not only my energy, but also all the energies that continuously impact my own internal energy and the world at large, I finally understood the purpose of life, how manifestation truly works, and why humanity has been manifesting centuries of undesired realities and life experiences. But more importantly, I finally understood what it's going to take to correct it so that we as a humanity can not only start manifesting the individual lives that we actually want, but also collectively start manifesting the world and new earth that we actually want to live in. And this all starts with your mind. Yes, you. Your mind is one of the most powerful tools in existence, and it is my absolute duty to help you remember how to make it work to your ultimate advantage. In order to do that, I have to do what last year felt to me as unfathomable as performing open heart surgery on myself. Yet now, today, feels like the most natural and obvious step of all. I have to let all of you inside my mind. This is important so that I can help you open your mind wide enough to remember who you really are. If you're down to take this journey with me, then let me officially welcome you to your conscious enrollment in Crowned You. That is your own understanding. Crowned You is your domain where you can gain an ever-expanding understanding of who you really are, how both the universe and the human body really work, both physically and non-physically, and how you really do manifest your own reality. This is also the place where you'll learn how to start manifesting the life you actually want to live. But before we proceed, there are 3 commandments that must be met. Commandment 1, enter with your mind, not your body. Crowned You is a mental location, not physical. Thus, your words are not required for attendance, but your thoughts are. And I will not be talking to you, but rather thinking out loud, granting you full access to my mind. Commandment 2, enter with an open mind and completely blank slate. In order for you to gain your own understanding, you have to operate under the presumption that you know nothing. Seriously. Not your name, not your age, not your race, job, education, social status, neighbors, friends, or foes. Only when you open your mind to the notion that no matter what you've been taught or conditioned to believe, you actually don't truly know anything, will you access all the keys to the hidden doors the universe is waiting for you to unlock. And no one can unlock your doors but you. The universe has the life you truly want to live waiting to be unlocked by you and you alone. Only you can live this life, but what you think you know is blocking you from truly knowing everything you want to know. So the sooner you accept the notion that you know nothing and become willing to learn everything from scratch, the universe will continue to only affirm what you are so sure of knowing. When you accept that you truly know nothing, the universe will teach and show you everything you truly want to know. And Commandment 3, this is a judgment-free zone. It is absolutely prohibited to judge yourself or others for anything while in attendance at Crowned You. Whatever you have done in life, good, bad, or ugly, does not define who you are. Good and bad are not recognized at Crowned You. There are no bad people, but people do bad things, just like people do good things. Most people people don't really understand why they do the bad things they do, but are constantly labeled as bad people when no one is truly a bad person. We all have both light and darkness inside of us, but some people have more dark than light right now. This doesn't make them bad. They just need more light to offset the darkness dominating their lives. It is possible for any and everyone, no matter how dark your life may seem, to harness more light and truly live a life worth loving to live. So start by being forgiving of yourself and others and not allowing judgment to corrupt your soul. Now that orientation is complete, here's a homework assignment to get you ready for the first day of class. From this day forward, whenever a negative thought that doesn't feel true to who you really are at your core enters your mind, tell your mind, stop. I don't consent to this. Then see how often you find yourself stopping these negative thoughts right in their tracks and freeing your mind to have the opportunity to welcome the universe and all of the infinite possibilities available to you. Crowned up.
You're a natural born king. It's time to claim your crown.